Hello, my wonderful viewers. How are you all doing today? I remain Ukela Prince and I welcome you to Talk Your Own. Today is a very beautiful day and I have a very beautiful lady on set with me today. Guess what? We'll be discussing something very important and now we want to see how mentorship and networking is advantageous in the lives of the youth. So I have my one and only presenter. She's also a host on the Vibes. And let's meet you, Nnenna. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Welcome to Talk Your Own.
Thank you.
Okay, so just introduce yourself. Let's meet you. Let's meet you. Let my wonderful viewers meet you.
Well, my name is Nnenna Ezuma. I'm a host of The Vibes, and I basically go around talking about, as a representative of youth, talking about how there are different influences and different aspects that kind of infiltrate itself on the youth. So I would like to say that I kind of quite well represent the youth demography because I'm able to kind of think outside the box rather than just representing my own self. And just because I talk to other youth and kind of just understanding, communicate their feelings to you guys. So.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Now, when we talk about mentorship and networking, most times we want to look at it from the other perspective. You have youth, probably having the adults to talk about mentorship. But today, we're looking at it from the perspective of the youth and how, as youth, you are able to garner and have mentors and how networking is key for you to live a successful life. Mm-hmm. And one of the things we know that mentorship help people to develop. Mentorship help people to enhance their abilities, their given talents, and all that. So now, tell me, what's your take on mentorship?
Honestly, I would say that my view on mentorship is very vague because I feel like sometimes there's this confusion between role model and being a role model and being a mentor. Mm-hmm. So therefore, because it's confused, I just group them into one category and then therefore it becomes an umbrella term. So I would say that, however, mentorship is very important. Having someone to guide and to lead you is very essential because someone that has already walked the path of life has more knowledge and experience than a youth that is just kind of walking through life aimlessly and not really knowing what is to come and what to expect. So
okay,
yeah.
Now, looking at you mentioned mentorship and role model, so we can set it straight. Now, one of the major difference between a mentor and a role model is the fact that a mentor, the mentee has access to the mentor, where they can communicate. But a role model can be, from afar, and the person's life or the person's way of handling things, affects your life positively. Yeah, sometimes some people are mentored negatively, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but whichever case, but a role model is not someone that you possibly have had, access to, one-on-one, having a one-on-one discussion and all that. But for someone to be your mentor, it means that you must have a one-on-one relationship or talk and work with that person. Now, can you share your experience on mentorship and how did you find your mentor?
Okay, well, I have numerous mentors.
Wow.
So I
Really?
think I found them along the way. It's the people that really supported me in every single endeavor and related to that specific endeavor that I was pursuing. So, for instance, like my mom, she is a mentor because
So your mom is your mentor, one of your mentors?
yeah.
Oh my God. So tell me about that.
Well, my mom is a mentor because she definitely has walked with me each step. Like she knows about every single milestone that has happened in my life and is potentially going to happen. So with that, she kind of is able to give me advice alluding to that specific situation, and then guides me along the way, gives me advice and things that I can take into consideration as I forego this unexpected path. And then another one is my babysitters and my aunties. I feel like they're a mentor for me because they've seen me since I was a youth. No, since I was actually a youngster and youth, of course. And because of that, like they know me really, really well and then know how the best way to support me and the best way to give advice and communicate specific information to me that will help me in life. So because of that, like common denominator of upbringing and understanding who I am, they're the best fit to mentor me.
Okay. Now I want you to be a little bit specific to give me, the roles that mentorship has played in your personal life and possibly developmentally in your professional life and possibly where you're heading to professionally. And so give me what role have mentorship played thus far in your life?
Okay, well, my mom, so she's a mentor, as I've established. And for her, she's helped me definitely with my education.
Okay.
I feel like just as a youth, the only thing that I've like really accomplished is just being successful in my education. There's obviously more to come, but she has helped me professionally in that sector of my life because it was through helping me with my work and my homework, helping me to look over my essays, and also like just training me and my siblings. That's very fundamental to who I've become. And then just giving like daily advice and daily motivational quotes, like that has been very inspirational for me. Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, how do you think having a mentor differs from simply having supportive friends and family?
Okay, so well, having a mentor, there's a difference.
Because there's some of the things that we've talked about. Okay, mom's family. Okay, good, and she's there as a mentor as well. But there are some members of the family that are not really a mentor.
Yeah.
But they play certain roles. So how does this differ?
Well, it differs because supporting, as we said, it can be from afar, and a mentor is someone that really like guides you and infiltrates like ideas. So it's like kind of like a teacher, but like with like outside of the perimeters of education. So it's someone that will guide you and continuously like infiltrate ideas and conversations about the upcoming future in your life. So it's not someone that's necessarily, obviously the support is something that comes along with it, but it's not necessarily like just continuous support, because that's also what a mentor does. But there's also that supplementary thing that a mentor does, which is to continuously guide someone. Yeah.
So what could you say are the qualities of a good mentor?
Qualities.
From all that you have said, all you have experienced. So what are the qualities? You saw certain things. You called your mom as an example, as a mentor. So there are certain qualities that you have seen. So can you give us?
Someone that has to be very intelligent.
Oh, so a mentor has to be very intelligent.
Yes.
In every area.
You don't have to be intelligent in every area, because people are very like adept at specific areas. And I feel like when they're adept at specific areas, that's when a mentorship can be established.
Okay.
See, like if I have like a keen interest in a specific thing and I relish this specific thing, like sector of life, and my mom has that specific correlation to that, and she's very good at that, like she helps me in that. So they have to be intelligent at a specific sector that I'm interested in. So my mom, she also wanted to study law. So because we have that common denominator, she's also able to empower me in that area. So that's one. And then they have to be very, very like loyal. They can't be in and out. There can't be like sometimes they want to withdraw or they continuously are distant from you. So it has to be someone that also knew you for a really like a short period of time or maybe even longer. It can't be someone that, you know, it's just a spontaneous thing and you just meet them for the first time. You have to know them for a specific duration. So that's another. And then I think there's many virtues that a good mentor can have, like respect. Respect goes both ways. So they have to respect you and your ideas just as much as you respect theirs. And then there has to be communication where you guys both ends of the communication are heard and you guys are able to understand each other and there's not any...
No, okay. You talked about loyalty.
Yeah.
I was thinking that loyalty has to come from the mentee.
Yeah.
You know, instead of the mentor.
Yeah.
So how do you just oppose that? Because you talk about how do you expect the mentor to be loyal to the mentee? So can you explain that?
Well, the mentor has to be loyal because, as I said, like if they're in and out, like let's say someone has a father that is just supportive from afar, but they're not like available and they don't show up. They can't be a mentor. You have to kind of be with that person like throughout a certain period of life and really be an essential like figure in that person's life to be a mentor. So you have to be loyal. So I feel like there has to be loyalty established within the mentee as well, because again, like if you have to very much be committed to that specific mentor. But at the same time, I would say there's not much. The magnitude of loyalty within the mentee is not that much compared to the mentor.
I don't think so.
So then,
if
how would you
your
elaborate?
mentor, you're looking up to me.
Yeah.
So you should be loyal. Loyalty includes your obedience, right? I give instructions, and I think that the mentee should comply and follow my instructions. That's loyalty.
Yeah, but like I feel like loyalty, it can be like you don't have to show your loyalty by following specific instructions because the mentor is just to guide you. It's not to forcefully or coerce ideas.
No, not coercion. You know, it's if you have chosen someone to be your mentor, it means that the person gives you certain instructions, gives you directives. And you see reason, before you chose him or her as a mentor, you believe in him. So you believe in what he tells you to do. So loyalty is on the mentee more to obey the instructions because there is so much he wants to get from the mentor.
Yeah.
Unless the mentor wants to get from the mentee. So who now becomes more loyal? So loyalty, I think, should be on the mentee rather than on the mentor. In the perspective of, yes, also giving them, that understanding whereby, their participatory aspect, is also key. That's beautiful, and all that. It's not a lord and servant, even though some people actually see it in that perspective. But I believe as a mentee, you want to learn from the mentor, you want guidance. So if someone is in the place of experience to guide you, one of the key things that youth should not miss is the area of loyalty. Because when you talked about loyalty on the area of the mentor, so I had to come back so that we can address that properly. because most times the youth are the mentee, learning from the adult, but they want to be in front at the same time. So by so doing, you realize that what you might not be able to get all you need to get from your mentor. Mm-hmm. So loyalty from the mentee is very key. Now, let's look at this. I want you to give me a practical example. Have there been a time where, the guidance of your mentor, helped in shaping your decisions?
Yeah.
Let me hear that.
Well, so for an example, I feel like when I was in elementary school and I wanted to apply to just go for a competition. It was a Waterloo competition, like a math competition. And so my mother, she told me that, you don't really know what is going to happen. Like, even if I'm not really that skillful in math, like, maybe if I put in the hours and, like, the hard work, I can be successful. And she trained me in that way, where she helped me to be able to put in the hard work. She was with me, like, during the hours in which I studied, and that really prepared me for that contest.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful one. And you remembered it vividly.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want you to talk to me. We're also talking about networking.
Yeah.
So let me hear, how important do you think networking is for young people starting their careers?
Networking is very, very important. I feel like even if you're not very, very sociable, you need to network, because if you're trying to, let's say, be an entrepreneur, which most people are trying to be in this society, especially youth, I feel like Gen Z, most of the demography is becoming entrepreneurs, because we want to be hands-on and we want to be able to, like, interact with the assets of the society brings. So I feel with that, networking is very essential, and you have to be sociable. Like, force yourself to be sociable, because interacting, you're able to kind of communicate with people in higher places and that have the resources to bring capital to your business, or basically even give you a letter of recommendation to be able to work at a specific company. So I feel like you need to be able to network.
Okay, let me just hold that thought
right
there. Okay,
sorry.
Hold that thought right there. Let's go on a break. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, viewers. We'll be right back. Thank you for being part of today's edition.
If there is ever a third party that shows the JFK listen.